Hello, YouTubers. It's so good to be on here again, or whatever. Welcome to my channel for the new people. Um, this is going to be a story time. So, in this story time is going to be about a time that I pretended I was going to kill myself. It wasn't anything that was too serious. It's just I wanted to get a point across. So, I was a little younger. Um, I was back in, I think this was fifth grade going into sixth grade. Um, I was always in Spring District for the most part. After I moved from a big move from a different part of town to this part of town, or whatever, and I was going to a school called Reynolds, or whatever. And back then, it was so popular for us in that school district, for everyone who was inside of that school to go to the next school that was for everybody. So I went to the new school, which I was starting middle school, which was sixth grade, and everything was cool. Like everything was good. We were me and my family, we were staying with my grandma at the time. So I guess around this time, my mom finally decided she wanted to get her own place. So with her getting her own place, not having a car, that means we would have to move schools. So I went to this school, and the name of the school was Wells Middle School. I went to this school for a week. Now, during this week, I'm still with my friends that I've been in school with since elementary or whatever. And what I could remember is I was having fun being a middle schooler. Like, getting to middle school was so popular back then. So, I mean, everything was cool. We hashed it out. Like I had fun for that first week of school. So then the weekend comes and my parents, my mom, tells me, "Oh yeah, you're gonna change schools because we're moving." So I had already knew prior that we were moving or whatever, but I never knew that we would have to change schools. So according to us changing schools, I was not happy about it. Like I was not happy at all. So I guess I get to school on the last Friday of that before that weekend. I get to school and I'm letting my friends know, y'all, I might not be coming back here next week or whatever. They're all sad and stuff. And it was just one friend that I had since elementary, and her name was Rosalie Davis. And that was probably the worst part about it. Like I had to leave her. That was my friend. Like that was the only person that I hung with since I was going to elementary with her. So up in between there, I was like, I don't want to leave. I cried like tears to my mother about it, and I was like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I had to tell her, like, no, I'm not leaving. So I guess the weekend came, and it seemed like the weekend was the long. It seemed like that was the longest weekend ever, and I felt like, oh my god, I'm going to another school, but it just didn't feel like it was coming fast enough. Even though I didn't want it to come, because I did not want to go to a new school. So I ended up having to go to another school called Wilson. And Wilson is an intermediate school. They only do sixth grade. Like it's a school that only had sixth graders in it. So I got to that school and it was around the same. It's just I didn't know the people. So I was quiet. I didn't say anything. I was always on hush mouth about everything. Even when the teacher would ask my name, I just look at him like, sorry sir, I don't know, like I don't know what you want or whatever. So going to that school, I really didn't feel comfortable. So I think about a couple weeks passed by and I just was not feeling it. Like I did not want to be there no more. I wanted to go back to Wells, even though I only went to Wells for a week. So I would come home like literally every day of the school days. Like every day of the week, I would come home. Mom, they're teasing me at school. They're doing this, they're doing that. Although it was a lie. Like nobody ever, I'm not the type to just let nobody bully me. Like I'm not against, I'm not against, I mean, I'm not with fighting. I'm not against it either because defending yourself is something that you should always do. But at the same time, I lied on these children about them teasing me just so that my mom would be like, "Oh no, it's too bad for him. So I'm just gonna switch you to a new school." So I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to a new school. Mama was not having it. Mama was not having it. She was like, "You'll be all right. Don't let nobody talk to you crazy or whatever." So I always be like, "Okay, okay." Then come home with a whole new story about somebody's teasing me. So one day I came home and I was like really fed up with going to school there. Excuse me. So I I cried hard in her face again, like, and I was trying to get her to understand I do not want to be at this school. So one day, like the apartment that we were staying in, it was a townhouse. So I was sitting by the stairs, and the stairs is like directly facing our kitchen. So I'm sitting on the stairs, but I'm talking to her. I can't see her, but I'm talking to her, crying and everything, telling her, "Mom, I'm not going back to that school or whatever." So I think from that time, I was like, I have to do something to get her to understand that I don't want to be here no more. So my story was that I was getting teased and I was getting picked on at this new school. So what happened was I I stood up from the stairs and I walked into the kitchen. I opened the drawer of her knives. Like, and I just gave my mom a look like, I wanted it wasn't a serious look, but I wanted it to make it seem serious to where, look, I'm gonna kill myself because I'm being picked on. And if it's that serious, maybe you'll send me back to the school I was at. But I looked at her and then I kind of like jiggled the drawer so she can understand that I was by the drawer or whatever. So I looked at her. She said, "What are you doing?" And then I had a knife in my hand. And when I tell y'all, I don't know if this should have happened, or I don't know what a mother should do if they see their child about to kill themselves, even though I was pretending. But I don't believe that going off on your child is going to make it any better. My mom jumped up, and I think this is the first time my mama has ever cursed me out, like, for real. She jumped up, came in the kitchen. "Don't you ever thinking about killing yourself in my goddamn house or whatever. If whatever you going through at school is not that serious, you don't even have to worry about people. Just get your education. Now you go upstairs and you don't come back down until I call you down here." So I'm kind of looking at her like, in my head, I'm like, should I say something back or should I just follow her instructions? But me being me, so little younger then, I just went upstairs like she told me to. Then when she calmed me down like a few hours later, because I think I went upstairs and fell asleep, she calmed me down and was like, "Why would you think about doing that?" So I'm still with the same sob story. "Mama, they're teasing me and I don't like this school. I don't like this school." So I'm thinking that maybe, but at the same time, in my head, it kind of started to get to me now because in my head, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm telling her about all these kids that are teasing me. What if she calls the school and tries to talk to the principal about it, just tries to do something about it, but instead of actually sending me back to the school I wanted to be at. So every other weekend I would come to here where I am now. This is my grandma's house. And I would like go around. I'll probably walk down the street because I know my friend stays down the street, and I would hang with the kids around here or whatever. Just because I didn't like the environment that I had over there. And it wasn't nothing wrong with the environment. It was just the kids were a little rowdy. They fought every day. And from before where I grew up, we didn't, I've had fights before moving to where they fight every day at, but it wasn't like that. So moving over here, you had to adjust, like really, really adjust. So now I am a senior in high school, and I can't be happier that my mama moved me over here because I've made more friends than anything. Lost friends, a lot of stuff. But now it seems like it's all cool, come and collect. I can. Oh my God, what is my phone doing? But I'm sorry. I can um, I can deal with a lot of things that happen over here, like the fights and stuff. I'm sorry to say, but if I see a fight, instead of running away from it, I'm probably running to it. I want to see the action. I want to get the action on camera. So it's like now it's different from how it used to be. If I seen a fight, I'll probably stay back and then I'll talk about it to somebody else. Like, "Oh my God, did you see that fight that happened over there and this day and that day or whatever?" But now I'm like, "Oh yeah, I was right there. Yeah, I seen everything. Yeah, I know everything that happened." But that was around my middle school days and the beginning of my high school days. So it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. Back then we used to just see a fight and it was just a fight. But now people are dying. Like, the way the world is set up now, people are dying. They're getting shot just by saying something little. So now I keep to myself. I don't fight anymore. I try not to fight anymore. If it happens, it happens. I can't stop it. But I have had a few fights in my days, like a few of them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed my story time of a pretend suicide. So like, subscribe, share.